Earl Pereira here.
My name is Chris Below.
So we're home in Saskatoon at the Steadies HQ, Dr. Juicebox Studios, and
I'm all the way in the West Coast over in Victoria. I'm Jesse. I'm the guitarist of the Steadies, one of the guitarists.
Hey, I'm Kurtis. I'm the drummer for the Steadies. I live in Edmonton. And
on the moon.
This background is permanently set to the moon.
Yes, welcome you guys, and thank you. This is actually the second time Earl has joined us. First time for you guys, so we're kind of popping your cherries tonight. I like that.
Yeah.
Right what I wanted to ask, so when Earl was here with us the last time, actually as soon as we finished that recording, was when you guys signed the contract with Sony, if I'm not mistaken. It was that night. So to dive right into it, Earl, I really want to know, like, obviously we're going through the pandemic and all this COVID stuff, but how's it been? Like, how's the Sony deal going?
Actually, did you sign?
Yeah. It's actually, so this is getting posted Monday, right?
That's right.
I'm pretty sure that's the day we're going to be announcing it.
Well, and we're live right now too, just so you know.
And we're live right now too. So yeah, it's just been, a lot of, once we got that out of the way, it was just waiting for, once everything, all of our music that's online right now gets moved over to Sony, and they have a release date of when they're re-releasing our album, then we were going to announce. So no one wanted to really do it until then. So nobody really knows yet. We haven't really, we've mentioned it a couple times to people live, but like nothing, we haven't made the big post yet. The post is ready. We're just, it's going to happen soon. I'm guessing Monday. Yeah, I'm assuming it's going to be Monday. But other than that, it's been good. We just, everyone's just been living their lives and doing their thing. Nothing was going to really happen until 2021 anyway. So yeah, all the exciting stuff is just about to come out.
Nice.
Yeah. So good timing for you guys.
Yeah.
As
if we planned it.
Yeah, we seem to have that little bit of luck at our end. Like, who was it? League of Wolves. I think it was when they came on the show on that episode, whatever number that was the first time that they were all in the same room together in like 9 months. So we kind of like brought them back together. That was kind of rad. There was somebody else that we did that too as well. There's been a couple guests that we've had that haven't been together till they got on our show, which was, I don't know, it's kind of fun being part of that, I guess.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I guess our last show together was the end of October, right, boys? Just before Halloween. So that's the last time we would have seen each other too, all of us together. I mean, with Chris and I being in Saskatoon, we see each other all the time, but we haven't seen the boys in a while. So this will be the first time the four of us have been together since October.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, October was also. Oh, sorry, Mark. Go ahead.
If we can get the last one to show up.
Yeah. That's his style, though. Yeah. He likes just rolling in.
Yeah, right in the nick of time too. Always like right before the show and good to go. It's awesome.
Who was the drummer?
That's Kurtis, the one we're waiting for.
It's the drummer. Yeah.
He's supposed to be on time.
Yeah.
Yeah. He likes being behind the beat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
October is also it was when the deal got done, but it also was shortly after that was when we announced Chris joining the band. So that was another some more big news.
Right.
He's been a bro of ours for a while now, and just he's played a bunch of shows with us. So it just made sense, we went from the power trio to a Fab Four. And,
he's been an unofficial Steady for a while now.
Yeah.
He's in a million bands. He was.
When
Which
bands
other
could
ones
do
you have time
things.
for now?
Did you kind of like drop all the others and now like are you fully committed with Steadies, or are you kind of just rocking out anywhere?
I'm still rocking all of them right now, but I mean, nobody's really doing anything.
Yeah,
There's no
that's
shows to play,
exactly it.
so I
Yeah.
can't. Yeah, I still have a full-time job on top of all that because got to make money and just kind of waiting for the world to open up again.
No doubt. Hey, it's been nuts, man. Literally
Yeah.
nuts. Do you think it's going to change anytime soon? Like, honest opinion, or do you think we're in this for like another freaking long haul?
I hope so. It's hard to say. We're
Yeah.
just like I work in the restaurant industry, and we're just taking it week by week, like waiting. They're always saying they're going to announce new restrictions or like hold them on for another week or whatever.
Right.
So we really don't know what the hell is going on. I think it'll take a turn for the good eventually. It's just going to obviously take some time to get that ball rolling, but
Yeah,
hopefully we're on the right track.
I noticed that
actually-
the numbers are slowly going down in
Mhm.
Saskatchewan, but we're still what is it? I saw a statistic today, per 1,000, we're still the highest province in
Yeah.
Canada
I'm just very skeptical. I'm well aware that we're in a pandemic and COVID's real and the like social distancing, masking, sanitize. I get it, right? And I'm not denying any of that. What I'm skeptical about is the facts that are out there, right? Like
Mhm.
I strongly feel, I'm not saying I believe it, but I feel like those numbers are skewed in some kind of way.
Well, I'd like to know who's the person in the ivory tower tallying up all the numbers. Like, does everyone just send like numbers to like a general hub? Because by the time the person's got the numbers done, there's more numbers to do. So like, how are they even stay on top
it's
of
almost
that?
like an election tally. Hey, when you're tallying up the vote. No, I'm just kidding. But
I don't know, man. I just think it's hilarious. I just picture somebody just frantically in a room getting all the numbers in from, okay, Quebec. I gotta write that down.
Yeah.
Oh, damn,
Yeah.
it just changed. I
Yeah.
gotta update it. Like,
that's
there's
exactly it, right? There has to be some human error in there too.
there's
And
some Excel sheet somewhere that
Yeah.
has all these numbers and a formula that might have been broken.
yeah. I mean, it could be AI doing it, but I don't think anyone's invented that technology yet. So
Not
who
in
knows?
Saskatchewan.
yeah, I think they're just picking on Saskatchewan because we're so awesome. They're trying to just knock our legs out from under us a little bit, maybe.
Yeah. I'm a glass half full guy, actually. So I think it's gonna turn around sooner than
Right.
people think. I think by summer, people are gonna be able to play shows again, especially outdoor stuff. That'll be a no-brainer. I can't see it being worse than last summer. I think it's gonna be better. And last summer we toured, we played some shows. I imagine we're going to get to do that again. And then mid-fall, I think indoor shows will be rocking once again. And in the theater industry that has been shut down the longest out of anybody are going to be back. Yeah, I feel good about it. I mean, I know the vaccines. I heard something that there's like a hiccup with how many are coming to Canada now, but that's been happening to other countries. But it'll get around to everybody eventually. So
Yeah.
That's right.
I hope you're right, man, because I'm
yeah.
due for some live music.
No doubt. So we came up with an idea it wasn't really on air. We talked about it on air with, was it Sky Wallace? Anyways,
I don't know. where
we
you're going
want to
with
put the Moose Fest.
this. Oh, yeah, that's been
Yeah, like we've been talking about it. When Mark hit the 5-year mark of having the company, the business, right? I remember him trying to plan this out. Like he wanted to have a festival and we were trying to figure out, or he was trying to figure it out where it was going to happen. Like, does it make sense to do it in Bellevue, Saskatchewan, right? Population 100. Like there's lots of open space and it's a good location, but is it logical and plausible to get like musicians like yourselves to come out here, right? Where there's nothing's really happening,
okay.
right?
So my rebuttal against that is that Craven
Is in the middle of nowhere.
started in a ditch in a field somewhere and is now the biggest country festival in Western Canada or whatever.
Mhm.
So why not Bellevue?
So that, yeah.
Yeah.
So that was the discussion, like at the 5-year mark, and then that would have been 2020, right? It was 5 years
Yeah,
or 2019.
no, 2020.
2020 was the 5-year mark, and then obviously
Yeah.
COVID hit, put a pin in that for now, and then so we kind of started tossing that idea around again. Like, what about Moose Fest? Like, where are we gonna have it? And it seems like there's a lot of bands that are like, definitely interested in it because nothing's happening right now. So it's
Right.
really when like restrictions are lifted, I guess, we're like, it's probably gonna happen. We just don't have a set location yet. And you guys are invited. Like, please come to Moose Fest and rock it out, you guys.
Yeah.
Sounds like a good time, man. If you build it, they will come.
Totally.
That's right, hey?
Yeah.
Get some good music together, beautiful location, and boom, you're set.
I
Well,
think the last band that played in Bellevue was the Steadies, Earl, when you started the Steadies. I kind of mentioned that the last episode you were on. Well, it was you and 2 other guys.
We played so many random shows in random places. It's very likely. Yeah, for sure. That was probably would that have been with Juice and Hattie, like the original lineup?
I'm going to
Back in
assume
the
so,
day?
because this would have been like 10
was a
years
few
ago.
Years ago, so
Okay, yeah, for sure. We had just started the Steadies probably because this summer will be the Steadies 10-year
Yeah.
since we started the group.
Wow.
So maybe that had to have been Juice, had to have been Hattie. So
it was funny because I had to miss out on that because I was sick or something.
Yeah. So at that, Mark and I, we were part of the rec board, right? So
Was it the rec board though?
well, no, it wasn't even the rec board,
No.
but it was at the hall, and the rec board like manages the hall in town, right? So we rented the hall out to a mutual friend of ours. I'm not going to name drop, but a mutual friend of ours. It was his birthday party, and he had you guys come out and play, and the place was packed. It was such an awesome party. I remember being out till like 6 a.m. that morning. It was insane.
And I was on Facebook that night, and all of a sudden I see Widemouth Mason is in.
Yeah,
Bellevue.
everybody
Like,
thought
"What?"
it was Widemouth Mason playing, but it wasn't. It was just, yeah, too
Yeah.
fun.
oh yeah. So okay, tell me again, whereabouts is Bellevue again? Because if I can visualize the location, then I'll remember the
Right.
gig.
Do you know where Batoche is? Or a rough
Yeah.
idea?
Yeah.
We're
It's
really
not there.
not far from Batoche.
Okay. And it was a festival.
Where
outside.
you played? No, it was just a friend's birthday party, and he just
At-
hired you guys out to
at
come
a
and play.
Oh, right. It was a hall.
Yep.
Oh yeah, that was Dennis LeBleu.
That's right. That's exactly it.
Yeah.
I didn't want to name him, but yeah. Shout out to
Yeah,
Dennis.
what's up, Dennis? For
No,
sure.
actually, that's actually what's funny is that so when we started the podcast too, and I'm trying to figure out like who can we invite to the show, who's a guest that we can have, and I remembered that night, so awesome. So I reached out to Dennis to get your contact information to invite you out here. So second
Oh,
shout out
nice.
to Dennis there. That's how we ended
Yeah,
up
shout out
getting
to
you on the
Dennis for
first time.
sure, man. That's cool. Yeah, I'm looking at the chat. I just want to see if anyone's asking any questions.
No, it's just comments about my microphone. Sorry, Jimmy.
Just comments.
Is your mic low or what?
People telling us all how good looking we are.
Yeah. It's kind of neat.
Yeah, I miss touring too, Al, for sure.
Mhm.
So there's a friend of ours on the chat now. He's a good bro. He goes by Origami Army, so he's like a one-man solo act. His name's Al, and he's actually co-written songs with us on our records. So on the current record, it's the song we wrote for Juice, our band member that passed away.
Yep.
It's the last song on the album, not the end. So Al actually sent me the idea for that song first. So that's where that song came from. I
Oh,
just
nice.
stole it from him. It's like, hey Al, are you gonna do anything with this? Because if you're not, then we're using it. So
Hey, Al, you should come on the show and talk about your side of that story.
Yeah.
yeah, he's so generous with writing and stuff like that. So we're in the process of writing the next album right now. So
Sweet.
we're sort of in the early stages. It's kind of the fun, just make stuff up and send it to everybody stage. So me and Chris have been getting together since we can, and just in the studio here at Juicebox, just banging out songs every week. So we've been pretty consistent. Hey, Jess, once a week.
Yeah, it's great. Just been able to hear things. It's a lot of like emailing too, right? It's funny doing like writing an album over email, but it's the days you live in, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
So it's been
call
cool.
You call it the Juice Box. Is that named after juice?
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely, for sure. I mean, he's the one that kind of got me into engineering and recording. Back when we were making the first Steadies album, Juice had gone to Trebas Institute of Recording, so he's a certified engineer, and that's where he met my oldest brother, Efren, in Montreal. So they became friends. And then when my bro moved back to Saskatoon in 2000, like mid 2000s, late 2000s, he opened a recording studio. As soon as Juice heard about it, he booked his next flight from Trinidad and showed up in Saskatoon. It was just I remember we were having Christmas with my family, and I was like, "Who's that guy? Who's that guy? Where did he come from? How come he talks funny? What is this guy?" And then yeah, he was the head engineer of my brother's studio, and then shortly after, it wasn't too long, he ended up in the band, because we were really needing a guitarist that was going through roster of people. Kind of, we didn't have I didn't have an actual set band yet, so it was just whoever could play would come do the gigs, right. Really. So it was always some different musicians every gig, pretty much. And then once he joined it, it was like him and me and Jason Hattie, original drummer, who's actually also in a band with Chris. So our original drummer has his own band. So really can't talk to you right now. So yeah, it all kind of fits together. I don't know. We're just everyone's bros and musicians and plays together. That's sort of the Saskatoon way here. I think that's what Jesse really liked about Tune, is that everyone
I
plays
do miss
together.
that. Yeah, it was incredible. Like every Tuesday night at the Capitol, just jamming, getting together. It's awesome. I love the music scene there, and I do miss it. And everyone's missing it right now, right? It's not a lot of live music, so.
Yeah, not a lot of jamming.
Right?
Yeah. You bet. So there was something else too, Earl. Like there, I saw like on Instagram something with Sask Music. Like, are you their, what is it, like live performance director or something like that happened not that long ago?
Yeah, so Sask Music, I mean, it's our music association here, just like every province has their music association. So with Sask Music, they have a mentorship program. So it's called Career Tracks. So there's about a dozen mentors, and everyone's kind of a specialist in different fields. So I'm the most recent one that joined the team. Back in November, they brought me on, and yeah, ideally I would like to be talking about improving people's live performance, because that's what I do on the side. I've been doing it for probably 8 or 9 years as well, being a live performance coach. So got a lot of experience there, and I just I just really enjoy helping people be able to get better at it and better connecting and all that with crowds, and also be overcoming their fears of performing in front of people. A lot of people have nerves and stage fright and stuff, so it can help people get over that. And it's been going great. I do maybe 3 or 4 of them a week, and it's just kind of nice. It's so easy. We just set up a Zoom call like this, chat for an hour. It's some artists have been asking me about other things to do with live performing, like how to promote your live streams better, how to get how to get shows when shows are going to start coming back up, promoting a new release. Just I do know quite a bit about everything about the music industry, so I'm open to whatever people want to talk about for sure.
That's deadly.
Cool.
Yeah, man,
Yeah.
it's good. It's great
yeah.
for SAS Music members because it's free for them. So,
Yeah,
they should people.
I actually debated if I should join as just a supporting member, I guess, because they have
Right.
different tiers, right?
Did you tune into the awards the other night?
I caught the back half of it. Yeah.
I totally sat through that whole thing, and I was messaging after, and I don't know, my wheels are always turning. Hopefully this wasn't a stupid idea, but I messaged SAS Music,
It probably was.
and I was like, is there any way where Mark and I could maybe be a part of like next year's awards? Could we maybe present an award or be the host or something like that? And because it was on Zoom, like it's not a live event, everything was different this year, but I'm totally like open to that idea if they would allow us to do that. So maybe you can be our in on that.
You could interview the nominees or the award winners, and
right, yeah, anything to be
would be
part of it.
awesome.
I think that'd be so much fun,
But
man. I would love that.
I think your reply or the reply from SAS Music was that, well, we don't know what's going to happen. It might be live next year. It might still be virtual. So I guess we'll check in.
Yeah, we didn't apply for any of those. I don't bother anymore. I don't know.
Right.
I just like to see everyone else kind of get their turn to win some of these things. And if there's any award that we will apply for, it will be Junos, because we need to win one of those damn things. That's the one that I want.
This year.
Yeah,
right?
for sure. Oh man, that
Big
we
one.
had tickets to that. Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, I think we talked about that last time too. How we were gonna go. I was supposed to streak across the stage or something like that,
Yeah.
and thrown in jail probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, I'm 0 for 3. I've lost 3 times. Been nominated and
Nominated with
lost.
Steadies or?
Not yet with Steadies, no, with Wide Mouth. So
So-
I think the first time Steadies get nominated, we're gonna win. There's no
There you go.
doubt about it.
There you go,
vote for
for
him.
sure. What I'm curious is like, we had this discussion on one of our early episodes too, is like, who the hell counts those votes?
Yeah. Is
Right?
that someone
Like-
in an ivory tower that goes?
Like, and how does just the average person go and vote? Or do you have to follow a process to be eligible to be able to vote? And then what's that process? And it just seems like it should be simple and everybody should be allowed to vote, right?
Or does it go by how
Right.
many Twitter followers?
I think there's a fan the one where fans can vote, but or is that Grammys? I can't remember. But there's a committee. There's like a core, like a jury.
Right.
Almost like a grant jury. There's like an awards jury, and they base it off a combination of things: how many sales streams you've had, how well it did on the radio, like all these things, come into
Yeah,
play.
everything factors into it for sure.
Yeah,
I just like
for sure.
to bitch and complain about that kind of stuff, right? Like, who are they to say that that's the song of the year or whatever, right?
So
Yeah.
I'm that guy.
Speaking of sales, Jimmy is asking if we are carrying the Steadies albums. Do you have music on vinyl?
Not yet. No. But it is coming.
No,
It is
we're not
coming.
making it yet.
Yeah. Now that it's getting re-released, it's gonna, we're in talks with printing some a run of vinyl, like a limited edition run. There's actually a Steadies, it's gonna come with like a remix album that's being made right now. So we have a bunch of DJ producers and friends of the band, pretty established ones too, that are doing remixes of the songs on that record. So it's gonna be
Sweet.
pretty cool. It'll be so the album will come out with those and kind of feel new again.
Cool. Available.
Should be
through
in
Fernie,
about
or will be
a
available-
month or so.
What did you
Yeah,
say?
about a month from
In
now.
about a
A
month.
month? Cool.
Mhm.
I'll keep an eye out for
Yeah,
it.
vinyl will be shortly after, maybe in March.
Perfect.
Yeah, because production for vinyl is behind. We noticed ourselves.
Yeah, they're way behind. So
Yep.
But we've got some good connections over there for that stuff.
Cool. Hey,
Yeah,
Joanne.
man.
Joanne from 7 Mile Sun. Hi, Joanne.
Hey, Joanne. They were our guest this last week here.
Joanne's on. Oh,
Those
I
guys are
like
so
them.
awesome, frick.
Yeah, they are. I actually just did a Slash music session with them. All
Yeah,
three
no,
of them.
they
Yeah.
told us that actually. We had told them that you guys were on like for tonight, and that's what they happened to tell us that too. So that's kind of cool.
Oh, nice.
Yep.
Yeah, they're lucky that they, they're family and can get together and jam still and rock out, which is great. So it's good to see.
They
Actually, I
have
was
a new.
telling Chris they should get in touch. I'll get them in touch with Chris maybe to play at the pub because he books all the bands there.
Hey yo, they have a
Somewhere
new
else
song
pub.
coming out at in February too. They kind of did a
Yeah,
little
I-
drop
Yep.
today on social media that they got a new track coming out on the
Chris, do you want
29th.
to do a drop if anyone wants to play there?
Yeah, we're always like, we can still do live music technically at Somewhere Else Pub and Grill here in Saskatoon, and not a lot of people want to play. We used to have a lot of regular bands and ones that we loved, but they're, larger member groups, like 4 or 5, but we have a tiny little stage, so we can't really fit more than a duo or a trio right now. But always looking for live music if people are wanting to come out and play a show.
Oh, that is so rad.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
how does that work for people who want to like go watch it? So like hypothetically, if 7 Mile Sun says, yeah, like let's go rock out on Wednesday night or whatever, like then
we just have tables. There's not many tables anymore. Like we used to have capacity of 120, I think it was. But now with all the restrictions and whatever, we're limited to, I think it's 11 tables, and it's 11 tables of 4. So you can play for a nice little intimate crowd of about 40 people, and everyone has to sit in their seat and watch it and wear a mask if you're going anywhere other than your table. But I mean, you're still able to go and sit and watch live music that's not technically shut down. So we're following all the rules, and we can still put on, even if it is just a little show. It's usually just someone in an acoustic guitar or whatever, but at least it's something. It's not going to be a big party dance night, but it's fun to watch,
Yeah,
it's so fun. It's still so fun. We played New Year's there. Chris
that kind of just turned me on a little bit there. That's awesome. I like that.
Yeah. We're going to be doing a Mo Marley show there for Bob Marley's birthday next weekend.
Next weekend?
Next
weekend.
So
the Friday or Saturday night?
I'm not sure.
Saturday.
Yeah.
Kevin,
6th.
Kevin in the chat, the Pepsi is awesome tonight.
How's the Pepsi tasting?
Nice.
Oh, that's sweet though. Saturday night. I think I know what I'm doing next Saturday now. Janelle, if you're watching, we need a babysitter.
Get them pre-rolls ready.
Yeah.
And it's gonna be a good one, man. It's like going to a restaurant, basically.
Yeah.
It's no different, except it's better because there's live music. So.
Exactly.
Yeah, sure.
Right. Janelle made me laugh today too, because she was looking at like the posts we did on Instagram there today. And she was at like, she's so cute. She's like, didn't you have Earl on already? And I was like, yeah, we had him on like, at the end of last year or whatever. And she was looking at the picture of all 4 of you, like in that little collage. And she's like, they look so young. I was like, oh, I'm totally telling him that you said that. And she's like, well, like, how old is he? Is he like older? My wife, Janelle. She was like, they look so young, like for being as established as they are.
Very young. They keep me young, guys.
I was like, you want to see young? Look at pictures of him 20 years ago. But...
Oh man, yeah, I look like a freaking baby. Yeah. Jeez. No, that's really nice of her. I mean, that's music though. It keeps you young. Even, I'm the elder statesman in the band, but I don't know, man. Age doesn't really. That's the great thing about music. When it's actually better when you get older. You actually get better at your craft, unlike some fields where maybe you decline. Like if we were a sports team, then I wouldn't be playing anymore. Unless I could be Tom Brady,
Yeah.
I would be Tom Brady, I suppose.
10th Super Bowl.
10th Super Bowl. Yeah.
Crazy. Yeah. So Chris, you said you were in a few bands?
Yeah. I guess I'm in 3 right now, technically. So yeah, I play with Hattie, who was the drummer for the Steadies, but he's got his own project. It's just called Hattie. And I also play with the Great Fuss. Been playing with them for quite a few years now, but it's hard to do anything when there's no big shows going on, right? So
The
we're just
Great
kind of
Fuss. Did
yeah.
you come to PA to Chesterfest in 2019?
We did, yeah.
Yeah.
That was a blast of a show.
That was fun, yeah.
Yeah, we played the little I guess it would be like the after hours sort of thing. Like we wasn't on the stage, and then after the main stage was done, we just went into that little building up there, and we were like, we're gonna do a show in here. We're like, all right, sweet. And then got all set up, and everybody just cruised over from the main stage, and we just put on a party. It was a blast.
Yeah. So
Nice
you
thing.
would have been, because Bombargo was a night as well.
Yeah, I think they played the Saturday night, and we played the Friday night.
Right. Yeah.
I believe one or the other, one way or the other.
Yeah.
Shout out to all those bands.
Yeah.
Great bands. Great Fuss, Hattie, Embargo, all bros, all friends.
Yeah.
It's good times.
We
had a booth. We had a booth set up at that. Mark was a sponsor of that too. So.
Oh, nice.
I thought you were going to say
Chesterfest was awesome.
Is that the one with the couches?
Yeah. They just had
Yeah.
a field, and they just threw a bunch of couches out, and then you just sit on a couch and kind of clean your steak out in the field. Someone asked them, they're like, well, what happens if it rains? And they're like, dude, shut up.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't have a plan for that.
Actually, I'm pretty sure they did, because we had Joel, the organizer of Chesterfest, on the show.
Yeah.
And I think he said that they had like garbage bags and stuff under the chairs. So if it started to rain, they would just tell everybody, okay, grab the garbage bags and put them over the couch.
What else can you do? That's kind of the only option, right?
Yeah.
Nah, man, who cares if it rains? Just freak, you're gonna get wet. That's what happens when it rains. You get wet.
Soggy old couch.
Hey, Jesse, do you remember when we played in PA in Prince Albert?
Yeah.
It was a venue, not at the little cafe, but it would have been a lot earlier than that. That was a Chesterfest event.
Oh, yeah.
It was to help drive tickets for people to buy tickets for the festival. Yeah.
Was that what you guys did in an acoustic show?
No, it was full on. It was at the Tartan table.
Tartan Duke.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that one. That was awesome.
Yeah, it was a good show.
That's a cool little place too.
Yeah,
I don't think
it's a good
it's called
spot.
the Tartan Table anymore.
That doesn't even I haven't got a clue.
On Central. That place changes hands almost every year, I think. Or at
It's
least
such a great space.
Yeah, it is.
Is that like where like you can buy wine there? There's like is there a distillery there?
No. It's just a restaurant cafe type thing, and in the back they have a little stage.
Cool.
A little stage. It's tiny.
You know what's going to be cool actually when things get back to normal and venues can have shows again is there's going to be some new venues popping up.
Mm-hmm.
Some people are going to want to open a place.
Everyone's going to want to capitalize on it, right?
Mhm.
Bands, venues, everyone.
And I hope they last.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think there's going to be a lot of like collaboration, more or not a lot of it, but more of it in the future, going into the future, more of it than there was like pre-COVID? And by collaboration, I mean like, so hypothetically, let's say you guys and two other groups or whatever go together and own a venue or something like that, right? As opposed to just you guys having your own stage to like, if I'm talking like restaurant owner or venue owner, right? Not as musicians, but do you think it's going to be more of a collab so that the venue would stay afloat longer and prosper a little bit better? Does that make sense?
I was reading the comments. I didn't get your first. Who would own the?
Just a collaboration of like a few groups of people going together to own a business or whatever, as opposed to one specific person. That could be the stupidest question out there too. I tend to just think. I don't think before I talk, right? I just let it flow out.
You just talk.
I just talk.
Yeah. So as a business owner that has been in a business with a partner, I do not recommend
Doing that?
partners, 'cause
Right.
that went belly up. And
But there might be people interested in that, right? Just because,
yeah,
well, right now the industry is crappy and everyone's just like doing their best to stay afloat. But once
Right.
we're allowed to do whatever we used to be able to do, I think a lot more people are going to want to go out. So maybe there will be people interested in on capitalizing on that. And like, hey, let's get a restaurant or let's get a bar and a venue and put it together
Right.
because so many bands are going to want to play and everybody's going to want to go out and see it. So
Yep.
Yep.
At the very least, a lot more cross promotion probably than there was before. Just two businesses helping each other in different ways.
I've
you know?
I've definitely noticed a lot of that lately, which I think is so kick-ass about like the
It's great.
industry too. Like
Yep.
20 years ago, man, it was like fight or flight, right? Like you're out just for strictly for yourself and like screw everybody else. And in the last year, I've definitely see a shift in that mentality where like everybody's promoting everybody else and okay with it, and the friendship that's involved in that too. I think it's so kick-ass, man.
Yep.
It makes me proud to be Canadian for sure.
Well, we're all in it together, right? All the bars and all the bands and everyone just, especially in the music scene here in Saskatoon, like we said, everyone kind of knows everyone and we're all kind of friends with each other. So we don't really want to see anyone fail. And it's kind of the same with most of the venues and stuff too. Like we all just kind of want each other to succeed and have the most opportunities for people to come and play and have fun.
Oh, definitely.
I have
Definitely.
this. I have the same with people are always asking because I run an online record store. So, people often make the comparison that I want to be Amazon and I want to put everyone else out of business. But that's not
Right.
the case at all. I want to see, the local record store. I often recommend people, if I don't have a record, go to your local store because they might.
Right. Yeah.
I want them to go there. And then
I remember being in your booth now at Chesterfest.
Oh yeah.
is that a good thing?
Yeah. Checking out all the records and stuff.
Yeah. Okay, so shout out to Joe. Limbo Joe is here.
Oh, what up, Joe?
And
He's going live tonight too, I think at 10.
and Jesse.
Limbo.
Jesse.
Yep.
Kevin is asking if you remember partying with him in Fernie.
Partying in Fernie. Oh man, when was that?
Well, I don't know. It just said it. You just commented.
So no.
Potentially.
The
I
answer
do
is
remember
no.
partying. I do remember partying in Fernie.
Oh, we
but-
partied in Fernie, all right. That would have just been the last time we played there, maybe.
Yeah, I mean, like it could have just been the last time we played in Fernie. I mean,
We played there a couple times.
mhm.
Great venue, the Northern. It was
So
awesome.
the YouTube stream is quite a bit behind, so we're just waiting for Kevin to answer there.
You got it.
Be more
Wait
specific.
for the answer.
February 2020, he says.
Let's call
There you go.
Kurtis, man. This is like ridiculous. He should have been.
Yeah.
This is. He's normally not this late.
So yeah, February 2020.
He's making a grand entrance. There's a difference.
Oh yeah, that was. I can't believe that was last year too, February 2020. Eh?
Yeah.
I feel like there's a little bit more to this story than just the date, though.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh man, my memory of that night right now is completely shot. I can't think of anything at the moment, but oh,
At the northern.
at the Northern.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. That was a blurry weekend.
Oh yeah.
Kurtis's
Nice.
gal just texted us to say that he was sleeping. I don't know if he knew what
shit.
time it's supposed to be.
That's right. So he was in love with the Strat. He kept saying the Strat was incredible. I saw in the comments, he just mentioned that. I remember that now. I absolutely remember that.
That's your strat.
That was funny. Remember it? Oh, yeah, I completely remember it now. You just needed to say Strat. That was it.
Oh yeah, man.
Actually-
You had a following of people just front and center every time he'd do any kind of
It was
guitar
this
solo.
guy
You'd
right
be
here.
like, "Oh,
Ah, there it is.
That's the one.
that's the one I want to touch.
Touch it.
That's the one, right?
Can I touch Strat, man?
Oh man, that was actually a lot of fun. I remember that now. It's hilarious.
Too good. So you're Jesse, you're all the way out in Victoria?
That's right. I'm in Victoria.
So you're kind of stuck there, I'm assuming, right? That's why you're there?
Pretty much. I mean, like, so I'm from Victoria as well originally. When I joined the band, I was teaching music.
Okay.
So I think it was about 2 years ago now, I went back just so I was able to teach music and just work as well on the side when we weren't touring. Now that the pandemic's hit, I'm definitely locked here. But it hasn't been too bad. I've been teaching quite a bit, just guitar on the side and working at a company out here as well. We've been seeing it too as well here. All our venues are kind of suffering a little bit. We actually had one of the first venues I ever played at, one of my first shows, closed down recently, Logan's Pub. And that's been pretty tragic here as well. And we're taking a bit of a hit in our music scene here. So it's always good to be talking about live music, and I'm looking forward to it coming back.
Oh, for sure. I think everybody is, right? Everyone's got that itch right now, I think. Musicians as well as fans. Definitely.
Okay. You see that question? That's our buddy Kim.
What I didn't see it. What's up?
So the question is, how does it make Earl feel? Hang on. It's small. How does it feel making music at home right now when it's the fact that your house is haunted and you're ruining the Oilers season?
It's true. It's true. Every time I've tried watching an Oilers game at home, they've lost. And every game I've watched away from home, they've won.
Oh
so
man.
My house is a jinx. Yeah. so that's so how does it feel? Not good. I don't like being able to watch my team at home because it gets expensive going into the pub to watch games.
Now you're gonna write a song about it.
Probably. I should. That's all I'm doing right now. Writing songs every day.
Yeah.
So that's a good one about my haunted house ruining my hockey team. It's just hockey in general. Any team I cheer for. The Team Canada lost the World Juniors. Watching it here, man. I don't know.
The rough one.
Yeah, it's rough.
So if we're gonna, for people watching, if you're gonna place any bets on any hockey games, just check in with Earl on who he's rooting for, and then go against
tell me and I'll watch it.
Make sure he's home. Watch the game.
You got to give Earl a cut though. He gets like 30%.
Yeah, if it's a team you want to lose, then I'll watch it, and they'll lose. I better not watch the Super Bowl at home next week because my brother-in-law is a big Chiefs fan, and we can't let. Oh my God! Calling me, texting. Yeah.
How many people are on the chat?
10 right now.
Nice.
So hopefully Kurtis's gal, our dear friend Tangerine, has awoken him, and he can jump on soon.
So are we gonna get him all groggy and grumpy? That'll be fun.
We'll see.
He's never usually grumpy.
Yeah.
I've actually never seen him grumpy.
Always in high spirits.
Yeah.
How did
He gets grumpy.
Oh, I guess we established that already. Sorry, guys. Never mind. Retract my question.
It was a great question, though.
Yeah, no problem. That's why I'm here.
Good job, man.
Jeez.
I'm proud of you.
I was going to ask a question that we already answered like 20 minutes ago. So never mind.
Yeah.
Told you we're not interviewers, man. We're just hanging out.
No, you guys are doing great. You've been doing this for a while too, hey? You got a lot of bands on the
This is
show.
episode 50, and we do it every week. So in 2 weeks,
50.
we're gonna have our
2 weeks will be a
3
year
weeks.
anniversary
Yeah.
on the show, but we didn't start having
Nice.
guests in until I think it was like in the 20s.
14 was our first guest.
Was it?
Yeah.
Well, it was 14 was our first guest, and then there's like 3 or 5 episodes in between there with nobody, and then it kind of started to be a regular thing.
Yeah.
After that.
Nice.
But yeah.
Podcasts
kinda
are fun, and I was tempted to start one, but that's just the one thing I don't need to do right now. I've got too many things on my plate. I'll leave it to you guys.
All right. I'll tell you, man,
You.
it's fun as shit, but there is, you want to know how much money is in it? Like this much. Like not a red cent, man.
No.
We just do it
You
because
gotta
we
get
love
some
it.
advertisers.
That's
You know,
that's
you gotta-
yeah. Shout out to Pepsi again. Come on.
Just going for the biggest one.
Yeah.
I respect
Hey,
that.
they got money to
I
spend.
respect that. Yeah,
That's
yeah,
right.
Pepsi.
So we got we've had a few guests on, and then when we kind of dropped the Pepsi shout out there, I think that all the guests that we've had on, we should do a collaboration that write a Pepsi jingle, and then that can be the new Pepsi advertisement, I think, and then we'll all profit on that.
Yeah, win-win.
Yeah.
Done. We can do that.
Who's in 7 Mile Sun for sure? They're going to be doing
7 Mile Sun,
they're
Tense
gonna do the
Machine.
McDonald's rap, but for Pepsi.
Yeah, well, Pepsi, you can get Pepsi at McDonald's, right? So we can maybe combine the two there, something maybe.
Yeah, we want McDonald's too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
maybe some Tense Machine out of Toronto there.
Yeah.
We'll be in on it.
There you go.
And maybe bring
Yeah.
Pepsi points back too. We had that whole conversation with Tense Machine. Remember those?
The which?
The Pepsi points? When you would buy a pop and you would get like under the cap, you'd
Yeah,
collect
yeah,
them, and when
yeah.
you would get so much, you could get Pepsi stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Oh
think
yeah.
we should, Funky Moose Records should bring that back.
Totally
should
should
have-
bring that back.
Moose points.
Could.
Moose points. Moose bucks.
Yeah. Or you could
Bucks.
just
Yeah.
give out a promo code on the live stream, and then people who use the promo code can get like 10% off a purchase over $100 or something, or whatever it is.
Let's discuss that later.
I think you might need a marketing team for this, guys. We'll talk to some people we know.
Definitely not Joel, because Joel's going to give away money.
Oh yeah, I'll give away all. There's a whole stat. There, how many records are back there? There's probably over 1,000, easy.
Oh yeah.
About
Well,
30%.
there's going to be 1,001 soon. We'll make sure you
Yeah.
get the
There we go. Man, I won't make it 2 because I want one autographed for sure.
Oh yes, for sure. And it's expected of us now because we've got some responsibilities now. We to have a new album out by the fall.
Oh,
So or
Okay.
an EP at least. So
Right.
that's why we're busting our chops trying to get some music together.
Yeah. So
Hopefully,
without
I mean, the plan is just hammer out as many songs as we can, and then when it's safe, we can all get together and jam and finish writing them, and then go into the studio. And I'm hoping by
So-
summer we'll be in the studio. Eh?
Nice.
So without
Yeah.
without getting too much into the actual contractual details, what has changed from before signing that contract to now? What the with the record label behind you, what has changed band wise?
I don't know. I think it's more of maybe a mental thing for me, and I don't know about you guys, but it just feels like there's a little bit of just excitement and confidence right now. Not that we weren't confident before, but it always feels good to have people behind you, believing in you and wanting you to succeed and doing whatever they can to make that happen. So that feels good. Like I said, the work hasn't started yet. There's just been some more behind the scenes things we need to transfer over. We're in the process of transferring over all of our music online onto Sony. Jesse's helping with that after this podcast, actually. We're working on that. And so that's a bit of a process. The good news is that I guess we were worried about our streams that we have now. Not there's a ton of them, but there's a good chunk now. We would lose them, but apparently we won't. We should keep our numbers should stay the same. It's just that all of our music digitally will be coming from Sony now on their hub. So
Right.
they'll be the ones uploading it to Spotify and Apple Music and all the other platforms you can
Tidal.
stream music.
Title.
Yeah,
Shout out
yeah.
to Title.
I got to try out
Exactly. And
Tidal. I'm meaning to.
For Title?
Which?
Yeah, I want to try it out. I've heard it's like pretty high def, eh?
Yeah, you can get original master quality if you pay extra.
That's cool.
That is cool. 'Cause
Mark's
they do ask artists to upload it in high quality files.
Yeah.
But then when they put it online, it's crappy quality files.
right.
Oh.
Yeah. So with Tidal, you have I think they call it HD, or is that Amazon? Well, anyway, they have the regular plans for I think it's $10. That's similar to Spotify. You have your regular high quality streaming, but then also you have the high def plan, and I think that's $20 a month, and that's where you can stream the master
Recording.
the master recording. Yeah, and not every band has that uploaded, so not you won't be able to do it for everything, but those bands that uploaded it, you can get.
I think the coolest thing about them is how they pay the musicians more than
That's
Spotify,
cool.
right?
Yeah, they pay about double what Spotify does, I believe, but they take longer to pay out. So, do you want money now, or do you want more money later?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, Jesse, Kevin is harassing us.
Yeah.
What year is your Strat?
What year? So this guy, I bought it used in like 2013, I want to say. So the body is an American Deluxe, and I bought it for like about $1,000. It was like my first like good guitar, not like a cheapy $200 Ibanez, right? And I didn't really know much about it. It turns out this neck is from a model of Strat called a Big Apple Strat. So I looked at the serial numbers and stuff, and it's just been beaten to hell. But it's like an American Deluxe, but with like the noiseless pickups in this guy. But the neck is just a little bit thicker and chunkier, and it's got the rosewood inlay, which is great. So I think probably about American Deluxe 2012, I'd want to say, but like I can't say for sure because like I don't think Fender has been showing me like what model it is on their site, right? So I saw he also was asking about a favorite, and right now, this guy.
Oh, nice.
Oh, you got her fixed up?
Yeah, it's good to go now. I've stabilized this Bigsby. So it's a Gretsch. I think it's called a Streamliner. It's just awesome. Great humbuckers. It's got the cutaway Bigsby, which is a lot of fun for messing around, right?
You know what all of that?
So the latest news on Kurtis is that he just the time zones messed him up because he thought 8 o'clock, but he's in Alberta. So
are they an hour behind us?
Now.
They are.
So he's ready.
So he's ready now.
Okay. Yeah, we should let him in and then say, okay, well, that's the end of the show.
Yeah.
Goodbye, guys.
See you later.
We'll get him to introduce himself, and then we'll cut it.
Yeah.
So how did it feel to sleep through the whole episode?
Yeah,
oh, that's too good.
Joe in the chat is saying that he's leaving. Joe, you might want to stay for this one because this is going to be fun.
We love you, Joe. I think he's got a record at 10 o'clock. He's going live, isn't he? So Joe, an affiliate of ours. Yes. Yeah, you betcha. He's out of Regina, and he goes live on the radio. You know what? I honestly don't even know which nights. Tonight for sure.
Okay.
And then he goes live on Twitter on Wednesdays with a guest. Last week he had Elephants and Stars. Basically, he's got a couple syndicated radio shows too in the UK and the States. And so like the whole idea that we had working with him is like if he's got a guest on his podcast, then he would refer them to us and vice versa, right? Like in that video that we sent you, like the welcome video, right? So if you guys got some music that you want played on the radio around, like Joe might be able to help you out with that. So we would kind of just cross contact information with you guys, and then
awesome.
There you go. It's kind of the deal we have there. But yeah, he's good shit for sure. I like him.
Yep.
Sounds good, man.
There's also this Jesse Clark in the chat. I don't know who that is.
Hey guys.
Are you
I'm sorry,
are
I
you
found
on
out
the
I can
YouTube
actually
chat now?
message as well. Yeah,
He's just answering questions.
Oh, nice.
I love it.
Right
Oh,
on.
awesome.
That's too good.
I gotta send Tange the link because it's phone bad.
Oh, jeez.
I got
Okay,
it.
he's got it. Okay, he should be on any second now, you guys. Oh man, you know, because when I first messaged all you guys about the podcast, I even spelled out like that's 6 p.m. for you, Jesse.
Yeah.
7 for you, Kurtis. But I didn't on the most recent text. I just said 8 o'clock SAS time. So should have reminded him that it was.
That's funny.
We're not the
We're-
same
we're-
time because usually we are. Sometimes Alberta and Saskatchewan are the same.
Isn't
You
that
know?
that's like
Half the year.
Saskatchewan never changes,
So
right?
annoying.
Correct.
It's always never
always-
change.
Yeah. That's because we're awesome here in Saskatchewan.
Yeah, but I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, that's
Things never
great.
change.
Because we got it right. We
it's-
got it right.
But
That's
it's
why.
only it's only great if the rest of the country does the same thing. Because
Yeah.
I'm still calculating, like, whatever. Stupid.
I have a hard time with the
Yeah.
daylight savings too. If I'm like flying from the West Coast to Saskatchewan, I have a really hard time like trying to figure out, okay, is it going to be an hour, 2 hours? And it would be just easier if we all kind of had the same, whether it was like daylight savings or not daylight savings, but how
It's-
it goes.
It's just a gimmick. Wasn't it started because of like a gimmick where
No, it's
they
commercial.
wanted to make more money, like selling at stores and stuff like that? So they added time to the length of the day.
So what are we
Really?
gonna do with Kurtis? Are we gonna tell him because he's ready to join now? Should
Yeah,
we
let
tell
him
that
in,
we're done
frick.
and we're wrapping it
Yeah,
up?
let him
Get him in. Let's make fun of him.
Okay, he's coming.
Yeah.
Oh, he's in space.
He's in space.
Ah,
He's awake.
He had to come down from the moon.
Took him an hour to come down from the moon.
That's a pretty good time, actually.
And he's gone.
and he's gone.
Oh, there he is.
There he is. Get it all set up.
So the people watching haven't seen him yet because
No.
I don't think his audio is connected just yet.
No.
But
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
daylight savings time. I think, am I wrong with that? Like, have you guys heard that before? That's how that all started, was like the stores
I'm pretty
added-
sure that's
changed
why
the
it-
time so that they could get like an extra hour or two of sales for the
I
day.
don't
And
know
that's
if
how it
that's
all
true.
kind of started.
That's
Conspiracy.
ridiculous. If that's how it started,
I don't know if that's accurate. Like,
I heard it too. I
I've heard
didn't hear
that
it from
story
you,
before,
so
so
it
I'm
might
just
be-
repeating it. That's all.
might be
Don't shoot the
accurate.
hey
messenger.
buddy, can you hear us? Can we hear you? Is your mic on? Yeah, turn your mic
Oh,
on.
he's connecting.
Connecting to audio. There we go.
Hi.
Hey.
Hey,
Hi.
wakey, eggs and bakey.
Man, I gotta
Time
get
zone.
back in the gigging life here. I'm falling off.
Okay, we've been talking about you, man.
What are you guys been
Good
talking
stuff.
about?
Good stuff.
Well,
Holy.
we're wrapping up the show here, so
Yeah, we
Everything
were
from-
just doing our closing. No, we're just kidding. Just kidding, bro.
Okay, good.
Yeah,
we
no,
have been
we just
chatting for
kinda
about an
been-
hour though.
Yeah, we've
Oh,
been just
yeah.
shooting the shit about I don't know, answering some questions we're live on YouTube right now as well, right? So there's been people asking questions about what was it, a show in Fernie, if I'm not mistaken, and some guitars.
Northern.
Yeah.
Northern.
Yeah, that took us like 10 minutes to figure out the answer to that one. And
Yeah.
see, we needed you here
Yeah.
to get on that.
Yeah, 2020 was such a blur. I don't know about anyone else, but like it just felt like a month, and it was just all sitting at home. Pretty crazy.
it was all the same old shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like video chat galore.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
The year of
I
video
think-
chats.
I think the most used phrase in 2020 was, "Oh, I think you're on mute,"
Yeah.
or "Can you hear me?"
Yeah, can
Yeah.
you guys hear me okay, or
or "Can you see my screen?"
that's brutal.
Yeah.
There's still a lot of people out there that are scared to use Zoom. Can you
Really?
believe that? Like, it's, I don't know. I think it's very well protected, in my opinion, because you need like a passcode to log in. You need specific information to be able to get in the chat.
It's
So I
be-
don't understand how it can be hacked as much as people think it is.
It's because they had issues back in whatever May
When it started?
2020. When
Yeah,
Mm.
which
when
is
Zoom got big.
like anything else, right?
And
That's
then that was
ridiculous.
in the news, but the news didn't say they fixed all the problems, so safe to use now.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's still secure. Like I teach with Zoom often, right? If I'm doing online lessons, and it's the most secure option. You got to enter a passcode. You have so much other like just security measures. It's crazy, right?
Yeah, I agree. We just actually, and one of the reasons why we started going live, we just realized that you can go live on Zoom. Like we had been talking about it before and trying to figure out, well, how would we do a live episode and everything? And we thought we had to get all this extra software. And then if you go in the settings in your Zoom, you can actually stream live to YouTube and Facebook at the same time. We were like, holy shit, there's the answer. Click of a button
That's
away.
awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, Kurtis, introduce yourself.
Hey, I'm Kurtis. I'm the drummer for the Steadies. I live in Edmonton.
On
And
the moon.
On the moon.
this background is permanently set to the moon.
Yeah.
Is that because you don't know how to change it back, or
I like it. I like it at this point.
It's pretty sweet.
that's where
If I
Bitcoin
knew
is?
how to do that, I would.
To the moon.
The moon.
If I knew how to change it, I'd probably change it back.
Yeah, well, what's the recap? Let's give Kurtis the 30-second recap.
Yeah,
Talked
what were you guys
about
talking
he's
about the
trying to get
Northern?
these guys a Pepsi sponsorship.
Yeah.
Hey,
That's the big one.
So we got to write them a jingle. Something about going steady with Pepsi.
Yeah.
I don't know. Could be a good hook.
Doing the live shows at the restaurant, right? For like groups of 40 potentially. We talked about that.
Perfect.
Well, I'm
Mhm.
sorry. What's the name of the venue again?
Somewhere else, pub and grill.
Somewhere else, pub and grill.
Yeah.
That next Saturday, you guys are playing a show. We talked about that too.
We're gonna try
As
to.
well.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's gonna be pretty kick ass. And I
Yeah, I
think we
mean,
just
I'll
talked about
probably come.
Sask Music Awards and playing Moose Fest in Bellevue.
Oh yeah.
That's kind of the summary.
Recap.
I've got a question.
Okay.
for the guys. What's the gigging situation in Saskatchewan right now? I haven't been following the news, so
We can still do like basically just small things. Like you can't have a gig and have everyone standing up on the floor
Yeah,
right
yeah.
in front of the band. Like you have to sit at your table of 4, spaced 3 meters apart. So like I said before, the pub that I work at, the capacity is usually about 120, but right now we can only have about 11 tables or so. And so you
So
can
in
play
that
to about
sense-
40, you can play to about 40 people. Like they can't dance or do anything. You have to sit at your table, but I mean, we're still allowed to play. So
But same kind of thing like we did at Prairie Sun kind of thing. We could do.
yeah,
Totally. Except not as many places are doing it.
yeah. People are just kind
Okay.
of scared.
Like,
But
is,
I mean,
is
we're
Capital
just,
even doing shows?
we're just following the rules.
I don't know.
They
don't
did.
know
I know
what
that they
they're-
did do the odd one, but I don't know if
they're doing
they
the
are
odd.
right
They're doing
now.
the odd one, maybe. Yeah.
You guys are lucky.
I know.
Yeah.
Is it like
You guys
so
can't
in
even go to a
Edmonton-
restaurant in Alberta, hey?
No, can't even go to a restaurant.
Lockdown.
I was talking with Justine Giles last night. She's freaking awesome chick, and every now and again we'll just randomly start texting each other, which is shout out to Justine. But she's out there in Alberta too. And I was
Okay.
saying, why can't you just like our hotels open out there?
I believe so, yeah.
Right. So why can't somebody here was my idea, my theory, and I'm probably because I'm saying this out loud, it's going to put a pin in that and it won't be able to happen. But why couldn't you like get a friend, go splitsies on a room at a hotel, and then another couple people go splitsies on another room, and so on and so forth. And you can have like 8 people at the hotel and go use the swimming pool and hang out in the hot tub, and you guys can have a party at the hotel. But you know what I mean? Like you can go do that, but you can't have a couple come over to your house. Like it doesn't make sense.
It's an expensive night out, I'd have to say, but
Well,
might be
would- yeah,
doable.
well, not really, because like a hotel's only like $100 or $120. If you go splits with somebody else, that's $60 for that human
That's true.
interaction that everybody's being denied right now.
That's true. Yeah.
In my point of view, it's well worth the 60 bucks, right?
It's worth it. Plus, you get to go down the slide.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Who doesn't love a water slide, right? Shout out
Yeah.
Travelodge. We're looking for
I love
sponsors.
water slides.
Yeah.
Water slides and hot tubs, man.
Yeah.
That's our touring life.
Yeah.
This episode is sponsored by.
By Travelodge.
Yeah.
Travelodge has the coolest water slides.
Travel
Not outside, outdoor.
Sheratons. Mm.
Yeah. Oh, the hot tubs though. Just every time we go to a hotel, if we're traveling, you got to find the hot tubs.
Absolutely.
That's the key.
Sometimes we'll go to a different hotel that we're not even staying in and just go to their hot tub.
Just walk by like you belong.
Like you're there. Shorts and
Sometimes
stuff.
they'll charge you a few bucks and let you go in.
Kevin
Worth
is
it.
Yeah.
saying it's a pretty greasy hotel for $100, Joel.
Is it? Well, how much is a room at Travelodge?
Probably $100.
Yeah, like what do you need in the room? Like seriously, you need a bed,
Probably not even. Hotels are so cheap right now.
right?
They're like giving them away.
Yeah. To COVID people.
Hey, Kevin, is the Harris Inn or Harris Hotel or whatever, is that fancier then? For like what, $150? Maybe you'll answer.
We were
Oh,
telling
yeah.
them about the new album we were starting to make.
The writing has begun.
Yep.
Writing's begun. Did you hear the fourth one? We sent the
I
fourth
haven't
one the other
played
day.
on it yet.
Oh, it's a gooder.
Nice.
It's a rocker. It's a good one.
Nice.
How's Dr.
so yeah.
Juicebox Studio?
Yeah, I'm Dr. Juicebox, and I mean, you can come here.
Yeah.
Come here when you want, man. Let's jam.
But if I don't get arrested on the way by the Alberta police.
Right, your plate. We'll just cover your plate up, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Is
like
that,
hopefully.
is that like
you know,
legit what's happening? Like if I go to Alberta with Saskatchewan plates, like they're gonna pull me over and give me shit for being in Alberta?
No, I don't think it's gone that far.
I don't
at
think
this
so.
point.
Hey,
I think it might
Yeah.
be starting to get to though. I don't know. I guess certain provinces are different. I couldn't
Right.
tell you what ours is right now, but
Yeah.
I think it
I
is
don't
starting
think
to tighten
I don't
up.
think they'll fine you or anything, but they might have a word with you like, so
like why are you here? What are you doing?
Yeah.
You're like, well,
Is
I'm on
this
my way
necessary?
I'm on my way to BC. I'm just passing through. Oh, okay.
so it sounds like we need to go party in Harris because that's $30 a night.
Harris, isn't that where Nickelback's from? No, they're from
that's
Hannah.
That's
Hannah.
Harris. Oh, that's where
7
Seven
Mile
Mile Sun. Jeez, I'm such an idiot.
Jeez.
This chat thing confuses the hell out of you all, I think.
Why?
Well,
Why do you
Hey,
think
Kurt,
that?
you should set up your kid in your loft, man.
Oh, the neighbors might not like that one.
Yeah. Are the walls really thin?
No, they're not thin, but I do hear other people. My neighbor loves Queen. Loves it.
Oh,
Loves
Well, that's all right then.
I know. It's not bad. So
Just tape up the cymbals, put cloth on your snare.
good work.
Yeah. Or just come here.
Time to
We'll
rock an
just jam.
electronic kit.
Exactly.
What do you think of those electronic kits?
I love playing around on them. That's for sure.
Oh, dude,
never-
you should have took the one from here.
I think I've never played one live with the Steadies. I don't think though. Have I? I doubt it.
No.
No.
Way different
Like
vibe
the
for
real
like a
gift.
live show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They suck live.
Not even forced. We've never been forced to do that. So,
Good.
but in the music store, I'll bang away on them.
Yeah, they're fun.
I mean, if you wanted to practice when you come here, just take it with you, so you
That's
can
what I should do.
bang around. Mm-hmm. That's what
You can get some cool
It's just
samples
sitting-
on
it's
those
just sitting
things
in a
too. Like
box.
I think you can like upload your own samples too, so you can get like some cool like electronic kind of sounds on them.
Yeah.
The
for
new
sure.
ones are wild.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, there's a lot of built-in sounds, but you can. It's Roland, so they got lots of sounds.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Cool.
Yeah, we had Al on here, but his internet was because he's in the boonies in BC, so
Oh yeah,
he couldn't stay online very long. But he was on for a while.
cool.
Yep. There's some people in the chats. So
Very
funny though,
cool.
because Tanj was messaging being like, "Oh yeah, I'll totally jump on the chat." I'm like,
You're on it.
"Yeah."
Yeah.
Said something about waking you up in time for it, and I'm like, "It started 45 minutes ago.
Oh,
Can we
that's
get him
so-
on like now?"
You know
She
that
was like,
feeling
"Oh
when
shit."
you know that feeling when you wake up for work and the sun's like at the peak of where the sun should be, and you work at like 7 a.m.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At least it wasn't a gig.
No, that can't happen.
Has that ever happened?
There's definitely been phone calls, but generally we're in and around the area.
The vicinity.
Yeah, we like to stick together for about 3-4 hours before the gigs, you know.
Right.
Yeah.
To make sure.
To keep track of Kurtis.
Yeah.
Can I tell a story though?
Depends what story
Oh,
it
yeah.
is, Earl.
Boat party story.
Oh, I think I know the story. Yeah.
Yeah.
The underwear and the underwear one, or
No. This is still
that
we're in
was-
Kelowna. We do boat parties
The
every
Kelowna
summer.
one. Yeah.
And they're big houseboats, like 80, 90 people. They're in the daytime, or you can have them whenever you want, but this one was in the day. So we were gonna meet at the boat at like 11 a.m., set up. Everyone shows up, all the guests show up at around noon, 12:30, and then we cruise around Okanagan Lake while we play for 2 hours. So we weren't all supposed to party the night before. We all promised we wouldn't do that. And Kurtis had a bunch of friends in town from like Edmonton and Grand Prairie, so of course they're gonna go party. So we were like, okay, so me and Jesse get a good early night's sleep, and we woke up at like 9:30, and I saw Kurtis had called me at like 5:30 in the morning, 6 a.m. I'm like, why the hell is he calling me at 5:30? I'm like, oh, this isn't good. This isn't good at all. And apparently, yeah, he partied all night, and then to not miss the gig, he went to where the boat was, which is on the dock is right on the lake, but there's also the big park there in Kelowna. So he just literally crashed out in the park on the grass until we showed up.
That's responsible partying. I think.
Yeah.
That was actually good. Yeah, that was pretty
I
good.
didn't miss the gig.
You
Yeah.
were-
I missed the gig.
So
Foolproof.
did he leave you like a voicemail, like a message that's where he was? Like, hey, I'm around like the third tree
No.
across the way.
No, I think his phone died. Yeah.
Oh yeah, the phone was long dead for sure.
Too good.
And I don't know how he played the gig. 2 hours in the beating hot sun with like an hour of sleep. 2 hours of sleep.
That's
Oh,
fine.
And then we
yeah.
gigged that night too, 3 sets.
That's right. Yeah. You know how we love doing
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, powerhouse.
So Kurtis, what was the underwear story?
Yeah.
Well, that was in China. I was at the gig out late, and Earl had
Oh,
gone
this
back,
is a good one. Yeah.
Earl had gone back to our Airbnb, which was tucked away in the alleys of this ancient Chinese town. And
Literally.
I got lost naturally on the way back. And I'm in the alleys. I'm at the point basically where I've given up completely. Like I'm
Carrying a snare drum and cymbals.
carrying the gear, and I've given up completely. And all of a sudden, I see hanging out of a bedroom window a pair of underwear, and I remembered Earl had hung his underwear out the window to dry that night before we went to the gig. So this beacon of underwear hanging out the window let me know that Earl was in there, and I whispered his name, and he came to the window and let me in.
I couldn't believe it. I could hear someone yelling my name, and I was dreaming. And I was like, this sounds real. And then that totally woke me up. Yeah.
It's almost like one of those romantic stories. Like, Earl, I see you're on.
I'm kind of curious why was your underwear wet in the
I
first place?
I just had done my laundry in the sink. And so I hung it all up. That's what you do in China. There's no dryers, man.
Yeah.
There's no washers.
I hear you. Makes sense.
It's the way you got to do it. And yeah, luckily, yeah, it was probably that red pair, hey, that you saw, like,
Yeah, I think
unmistakably mine.
Classic
red
red.
with
yeah.
a gray strap.
The gray strap. Yeah, still have that pair, actually. And Kurtis's plan, if he didn't find us, was to just sleep on a bench on the street, and hopefully we would drive by and see him.
Oh, wow.
On the main street. Yeah.
Jesse, do you got a good Kurtis story?
Oh man,
Man of the hour now.
I think that was the best one. Was the Kelowna one though? I just, that was hilarious. I remember like just like out in the woods looking around for the place, couldn't find it, had to like catch the Uber back. Too good.
Oh, that's, yeah. He was trying to find where we were staying, which was up a mountain. Not gonna find it. We walked around for hours and hours.
Yeah.
No underwear hanging out of the window. That one.
Yeah, that was a tough one.
Oh man,
Earl,
miss those times, guys. We got to do this this summer. Gotta make it
Zobot
happen.
wants to know when you're coming for supper. I don't know what that means.
Zobot?
So what, Earl? Earl, you know
Oh, really? That's Kurtis's little niece. So
Oh.
his brother's got 3 little girls, and they're the cutest. They're like the cutest. They remind me of my nieces when they were little, like that. And their Zobot is the middle child, and they call her Zobot because she speaks in like robot language, kind
who
of.
does
She's
the
just
robot?
like she just like grunts and stuff, and she's adorable. But yeah, we have when we were playing Grand Prairie, we have supper at Kurtis's mom's and dad's place, which is amazing because they bought an old train station and turned it into their home.
It's
Oh,
so
that's
cool.
dope.
Yeah.
So dope. Yeah. So the kids are cute. What's up? What's up, Kenton?
I always have.
Oh, Jamie Lee, what did she say? Oh, Kurtis passed out on the train in Austria. Oh yeah, he did.
Sounds about right.
I think we all did.
Yeah.
Pretty sure we were all passed out on that train. We had to get from Italy to Austria for the next gig, and it was like 13 hours away. It was like driving to like Kelowna from here, and but on a train. And no, we were on a bus, and then we went on a train. We bussed to Graz, store all of our stuff, and then caught the train to the town we were playing in, which was this. I was trying to warn the guys about this venue, that you guys, this is like, it's gonna be a party
Was it Glam?
tonight. Yeah.
Glam. Oh man, Glam was the best.
Damn.
Oh.
These people party hard all night.
All night.
Bar.
Smoking inside.
Smoking in, smoking everywhere. Kids, you could be 16, drink beers, watch a band. It's just like,
That's how I grew up.
Yeah, that's how it was like 30 years ago, right? Shit.
that's how it is there still.
Right now.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
The bar we played
Oh.
there, it's so unassuming. This town is so unassuming in Austria that we went to, and the bar is called Glam, and it's the dirtiest punk bar you've ever been in your life.
Yeah.
It's great.
So rad.
It's great.
What were you
We
gonna say,
played
Mark?
Foosball till like 5 a.m.
In Holland, you can start drinking at 16 and get your license at 18. So you have 2 years to get all the stupidity out of you before you start driving.
That's
a good
smart.
idea.
Oh yeah, Mark, you're from there, man.
Yeah.
You know this life. This is your life.
I've lived that life.
You Europeans, man. You guys just got it so
Yeah.
good.
That idea does make sense.
Yeah. And no closing time for bars.
No closing time.
No.
No.
Whenever the
that's
last
crazy.
person, that's when you close.
I wouldn't have to pay rent anywhere. I'd just be at the bar.
Just
Oh,
be,
yeah.
live at the bar, right?
Well, eventually they will kick you out if you're not buying beer or anything. Just okay.
Yeah,
Well, I'd be buying
you got to be
beer.
spending money at least.
I'd wash my undies in the sink and play shows every night to fund my food and beer and good to go.
Hang the underwear out the window.
Hang it out there to let people know you're there.
Yeah.
So they can dry.
Hey man, if you have any hookups for gigs in Amsterdam or Holland, let us know.
Yeah.
We're looking to go back.
Probably know a few people out there.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have a friend of ours. She was running the music program, Jam Street in Prince Albert. Do you guys know Lucy James?
Lucy James. Yep, I know her.
Yeah. So Jam Street. She just moved back because her husband's from Switzerland.
Yep.
So they all moved back there, and she's part of the music scene there again now. So she's got some gigs for us out there too.
Sweet.
Sweet.
So,
Yeah, she's
we'll
still
hit
technically in charge of Jam Street, but Adriana is now managing it.
Right. Yeah. Totally. Yeah, she does some things remotely for them still. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's cool. And we still got our German contacts.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I'll
Glam. Hopefully, man, I'll be so sad if that place went under.
Glam, it'll never go under.
Oh no.
Probably partying there right now.
No way. Oh yeah.
Oh, and it's like 20 kilometers from Arnold Schwarzenegger's hometown. Apparently.
Draws.
For real?
Yeah, it's near
Pretty
Graz.
interesting.
It was really beautiful there too. Like we had when Earl jumped through that fountain in the middle of town, kind of that picturesque Austrian town. We were all just there, and it's just like beautiful fountain right in the middle. Earl comes out, just walks right through this fountain.
With all of my gear,
10
fully
euros.
clothed.
10 euros I gave you to do that.
Yeah. 10 euros, man. That paid for my dinner.
Yeah.
and that's
Yeah,
how
I
the
bought you
underwear
dinner.
got wet, and he had to hang dry.
Yeah, that's how the underwear got wet, right?
Yeah.
Oh man, so many good times still yet to come, boys.
Can't
So
wait.
where's everyone's top favorite country they'd want to tour or place when we're allowed? Anywhere, name it.
There, that we get to go back to, or that we get to just go to?
That we've never been.
I don't
yet.
know, man, because I've never really played anywhere outside of Canada. So
I vote
Anyways,
Japan.
yeah. Where's
I
that,
vote
Kurt?
Japan is my
Japan.
vote.
Oh, that's like the cream of the crop of Asia right there.
Yeah.
Their music scene's so good, and because it's been around for so long. Like we partied in Korea, but they're still behind Japan. Japan's still ahead of everybody out there. Yeah, me it would be Australia, man, or New Zealand.
I would love to go there.
Yeah, I've been wanting
That'd
to
be great.
forever, man. I kept bugging the Wide Mouth guys to go there. Just like fought about this like weekly, and I lost
Right.
every time we argued about it.
That's
would be
too
deadly.
bad. I'd kind of be scared of, like, I don't know, aren't the insects like ridiculously huge in Australia? Like the spiders are just like they'll
Man, why do you have to
kill you,
say
man.
I
that,
wouldn't
man?
like that, but like that's why we bring like a second guitar with us, and we use that as our fly swatter.
Right.
Either-
Battle
Right,
with.
right.
Tarantulas.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean,
They're not poisonous. They're just scary as fuck.
Big.
Are they not? They're not poisonous?
I don't think so.
I
don't
think
think
so.
they got
I don't
big
think they can kill you. No, that's a black widow. That'll kill you.
but yeah, I mean, we got bear here. Same thing.
I think we got the Black Widows in BC.
Yeah, you don't want to come across one of those.
Fuck,
Yeah.
man, I'm scared of all
That's
that
a weird
shit.
flex, Jesse.
Yeah, it's not a good one, that's for sure.
Jesse, how
remember-
about you, man? Where do you want to go?
Honestly, the unoriginal one would be like, I'd love to see a big scene like LA, New York, and just do a tour right through the States, like a hard States tour right from LA to New York, like the whole country. Other than that, I'd love to do something in England, like full just England would be great.
Yeah,
It's
go
like
back to your
London's so
roots.
cool. And then also there's all these hilarious little pubs just everywhere you go. There's the neighborhood pub, right? Us playing in pubs would be so much fun. Like just the neighborhood pub style England stuff. Oh,
Yeah,
it'd be great.
Blast.
Oh yeah, man. Yeah, hit up Brixton. All the cool venues around there. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm feeling all these ideas are great. We should do them all.
All of them.
You guys will do them all, right? For sure.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So as soon as you guys get that Pepsi money, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
We're
guys
just waiting on the paycheck.
Yeah,
that
exactly.
jingle.
We'll fan that shit
Big,
out.
big bucks, man.
Actually, we'll take the sponsor money from Pepsi, then we'll push Sony aside and sign you,
Yeah.
and then we'll send you to.
We'll steal you guys from
Australia.
Sony. There you go.
Signed by Pepsi.
Yeah. Is that not how it works?
Yep.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm all for it.
We'll make it work.
Yeah, you
We'll
guys
bring-
can be our film crew on tour, documenting the whole thing.
I'm
Hell
in.
yeah. Yeah, we're in, man.
I'm in.
We're definitely in. We'll bring 7 Mile Sun with us too. You guys are coming.
Sure. Yeah. We can
It
open.
would be cool if we, like every artist that we had on the show, it would be cool if we could get all of them on a big ass festival.
Oh, for sure. Well, like we said before, like once you're a guest on this show, it's like you're part of the Funky Moose family now. Like this platform, if you guys ever need to use it for whatever, like you guys are more than welcome here. Like anytime you want to, hit us up, tell us you got something new to come out, whatever, right?
You guys should do your festival, man. Do it in like August. And
As soon as you're allowed.
yeah, because that'll give
Right.
a little bit more time for things to kind of chill out, and then we'll be there, man.
For sure.
Yeah,
Yeah, I like it.
help you.
Another idea that
We'll
we
have- we'll
had
have to come
too.
up with financial.
Yeah,
and
but
whatever. But
that's just money.
true.
It's just
That's-
Pepsi.
That's just Pepsi money. Fuck yeah.
Just threaten them that you'll go to Coke. If they don't step
used-
up, man.
I used to work at PA Bottlers in PA, shipping Coke, man. I remember doing that job.
That's why you're drinking Pepsi now.
That's why I drink Pepsi
Yeah.
now. Yeah. No, another idea we had too is like the guests that we've had on the show, maybe like a soundtrack or something. Like if
Yeah.
we were to press a record that had one track or whatever from all the guests that we've had, something like that, like
Yeah,
season,
a compilation album
year
kind of thing,
one
eh?
or season
Yeah.
one or whatever we'd call it.
Totally.
kinda-
That'd
Yeah.
be cool.
And then I don't know if it's not like we'd make any money on that, but it would be more of like a distribution kind of thing, right? And if we did make any money, it would be split with all the bands that have a track on the album, right? So it wouldn't be much if you're splitting like $20 with 12 other bands. You'll
There you
make
go.
what, like 60 cents? Get some of that Spotify money.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That's
But
way
yeah,
more
that-
than Spotify.
Yeah.
But it's
That's
kind
like
of-
1 million streams on Spotify right there.
yeah, so we got like ideas, stuff like that to just kind of try and make it bigger and fun, right? That's what this platform is all about. It's just about like the distribution, getting the name out there. This is all we can do to kind of try and help that. So that's what we're doing, right? That's all it is.
Yep.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Absolutely.
Very cool, guys.
What-
I think we're almost about
wrap?
timed out. I think so. Yeah. We're gonna have to say our goodbyes. I know you guys got some more work to do tonight too, don't you?
A little
Sorta.
bit.
Yeah, I guess the distro kid stuff, right?
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right on. So we appreciate you guys coming on. And I think if everyone's good or has anything else to say, now's the time. Anything specific? I know that you've already mentioned it, but where can people like find your music and get in touch with you guys? Like where do you want to direct people to find you?
I guess like our social media handles are good. Just at the Steadies everywhere: Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and then our website is just thesteadies.ca. So you can go there. That's where if you want to actually support us and buy our music, you can buy it off the site, and we get it all.
Do you have merch available?
Nobody does it, but if you did,
That
we
would be
we
cool.
would, yeah, it'd be very cool.
Do you have merch available?
On the site?
No, we're working on a new merch batch. we just we haven't really taken advantage of the selling merch online yet. So
Right.
yeah, we did a lot of merch when we played gigs.
Yeah.
That was great.
Yeah.
He's wearing some merch right now.
Hey,
Oh,
I should have worn the sweater too. Oh man.
I'm wearing Kurtis Schultz merch
Hey, and
Yeah.
Steadies merch.
and Steadies merch. Yeah, this is a Love Revolution shirt from the. Yep. So yeah, no, we'll be launching stuff soon. Album's getting re-released in about a month. A couple more singles are to come off the record. A couple more videos.
I was going to ask about videos. Yeah.
Yeah, we shot one out in Tofino last summer, so that's going to be coming out. We'll have to make a new one and get this guy in on it for the next song, and then next thing you know, hopefully we'll be in the studio by early summer,
Right.
playing shows throughout the summer, and then yeah, man, fall's going to be.
It's going to be
back in
booming.
business.
I feel it too,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
Right on, boys.
Cool.
All right. So
Thank you, guys.
we're gonna let you guys go. Thanks again, right?
Thanks for hanging out.
Thanks
Yeah, thanks for having us.
guys.
Eh?
Thanks, guys.
Da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-